Hello everyone, this video covers Module 16. Module 16 is our final module for the class. It is also the second module covering the final assignments. So once you're done with the revision assignment, you're well prepared to finish the assignments in Module 16. Again, they are open in any order. You can complete them in any order, but there is a question about the revision assignment on the final, so you may want to do that one first. So this is the last part of the class. We aren't learning anything new at this point. All we're doing is review and then some reflection on the semester. So the first thing that you want to do is check out these review readings for the class. These are all of the reading assignments that you've had this semester, and they cover things like narration, definition, comparison, analysis. Those are our major essays, and then the documentation as well, because your final quiz will pull questions from all of those quizzes. So this is our final quiz. It is worth more points than the other quizzes have been. They're all worth it's all 30 questions worth 1 point each, so it does take you a little bit longer, but you can take it more than once if you want to. Just keep in mind that you will most likely get new questions for each new attempt that you take. So you can take a little while to take the quiz. If you want to look up the answers, that's fine, but just give yourself enough time to finish all 30 questions. The last thing that you'll do for the class that's graded is your course reflection. This is kind of a standard assignment for a lot of classes, particularly online classes, where you're just reflecting on what you've learned for the semester. And I'm looking for roughly 3 paragraphs. A lot of students format it like an essay. So they'll do the MLA format for the page, and then they'll follow, 3 to 5 paragraphs of just answers to the questions. You should not do this as a bulleted list or a numbered list or something like that. Instead, I want you to write out in paragraphs. So a lot of students will take and kind of group the questions together and answer them as they go along, and you can answer them in any order. So the main things that you're looking at is what you've improved on and what you need to work on still. Your goals for the class. You might think about what sort of goals that you sort of thought about, especially right there at the beginning of class, whether or not you feel like you have really done what you wanted to do in this class, whether that's your overall grade, whether that's submitting things in a timely manner or whatever. What essay did you do your best work on and the worst work on? And that might not be grade related. That just might be, how you felt about them. And then what did you learn from completing the revision assignment? And then what is the most important aspect of this class you'll use in the future? So those are kind of the things that I'm looking at. When I grade this assignment, I grade it primarily on whether or not you answered the questions thoroughly and gave me a good reflection on the course. I don't particularly go through line by line and edit or give feedback, because students can't see it because the class is usually closed by then. But I do, like, if it's completely illegible, I will probably take off some points. Otherwise, students tend to get the full credit for this one. I do have a grading rubric here. I don't tend to use it to actually grade the assignment, but it just kind of gives you some ideas of what would be considered proficient versus novice as far as just the completion of the essay is concerned. So that's the last assignment in the class. And then there is the option to do the end of course survey, which is just another opportunity for extra credit for those of you who need it or don't need it. And it just gives you a chance to give some feedback on the class now that we've completed the entire class. So this is the last module for the class. It is due on a Thursday, so that is important to remember, that you do not have a full week to complete this module, which is why it's open with module 15. So just keep in mind, you'll want to give yourself plenty of time to complete this. All classes in Allen end on Friday of the week of finals, and so I have my classes end on Thursday so that I have Friday to grade, but also to get a hold of students who may have submitted something incorrectly. So it gives me a whole day to figure out issues and communicate with students if I need to. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you have any issues at the end of the semester, you have to email me immediately. Otherwise, there's not much I can do. If you have questions, comments, concerns, send me an email. Otherwise, have a great week.